Happy birthday, Jessie Czebotar. And am I going to say it right? Corazon. I hope you both have the best birthday you ever had. And I hope that next year's is even better. Welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Hilk empath. I just like having these little talks on the way I feel about things. And being Hilka, you always feel some kind of way. Oh, come here, Tata. Come here, Papas. Come here, Papas. Good boy. Well, come say hi. Well, come say hi. Huh? You want under the blanket? Really? Want to cuddle? Huh? He just had 7 teeth pulled out. He's doing pretty good. Huh, Tuck? Huh? See his little tail? See his little tail? He was born with a tail that was regular. This is what the asshole in the puppy mill did. This is why I get irate about breeders and stuff like that. Because they're freaking crazy, wicked, twisted. To me, there ain't nothing. There's no such thing as irreputable. It's all mad science. When you're playing God... And Luna, she's my girl. She's had too many. Anyway, I don't want to get stuck on that. Let me start off with saying happy birthday, Jessie Czebotar, and say my little tidbit, my testimony, so to speak, and my gratitude for her, and then I'll go off on my rantings about my day at Albertsons and all that other stuff that people don't really want to hear about. So, who Jessie Czebotar is to me. She is a woman that is full spectrum. Another woman that I recognize as to be full spectrum. She was brought into the wickedness of this earth at 3 years old. I was brought in at 10 months. You know? So, but she was like dropped into this world of darkness and just grossness, right? And then God removed her from that. And she's been trying to get people to see, ever since then, the darkness of this world. And people are like, no, that doesn't happen, that doesn't happen, that doesn't happen. And because so many people, and a lot of these people that say, that doesn't happen, it's happened to them, they just block it out and all that, you know, disassociation, or they profit from it, so they're going to allow it to perpetuate. So she was the first person that I ever heard that I could really identify with. And I've listened to people's stories my whole entire life. 13 years I'd go to meeting groups, like-minded people, and just listen to their experience, strength, and hope. And never have I heard of anybody in those stories to talk about things that happened in my life. So I always just thought I was this weirdo, this freak of nature. Then when I heard Jessie, felt less alone. And sometimes people have certain personalities that make it hard to navigate through this world. I'm one of them. I just want to get along with everybody. And not everybody wants to get along. I don't want to get mad. I don't want to react from a place of anger or anything like that, you know? So anyway, sometimes I do. However, because of people like, Jessie Czebotar, and she's one of many. Today is Jessie's birthday, It makes me feel better knowing that people like her are just out there. Just living their life. Going through what they've been through. And she seems to seemingly she seems to live a joyful life. I think I know she's a mom, Bet she'd be a good mom. I bet she's a good mom. I know that she's gone through the seminary, you know, and she's a Taurus, you know. She's got one of those voices that just Tauruses have great voices, man. They do. I've known a couple of Tauruses in my life, and I like their voices, you know. And I've been trying to get people to see the nonsense of this earth. I was always that weird kid that questioned everything. Why is that? That's not true. How can that be? That's not real. Teachers hated me. I barely graduated high school, you know. But so I hope she has a very happy birthday, because she deserves it, and many, many more. I love birthdays. If I knew like how to get them to her, I'd send her flowers. But I think she's pretty discreet with who she engages with and stuff like that. But I hope she gets all the love and all the warmth. And I got a t-shirt for her too. I wanted to send her one of my Straight People Like Rainbow 2 t-shirts. I wonder if she'd wear it. It's funny because I'm gay. Yeah. I got a little triggered last night. You know, I'm a critical thinker. And when I hear somebody go on about, oh, I have nothing against gays, my brother's gay. Why do they always gotta make, like, I did it, like, relate it to them. This I'm talking about, what show is that? I don't like that guy anyway, and I talked on my video about how I'm like, I don't know about it, but we'll see. What was it? The Reveal Report, that's what it was. And I've heard it my whole entire life, you know. I mean, the reason why I got, someone gave me a Bible. It's a St. James one. It's a fluffy one. I want to get an American Standard version, as per recommended, and read it, because there's a lot of stuff in there that is going on right now, and I want to be prepared. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I dig astrology. It's not predictive, and anybody that's trying to use it as predictive, that's like, to me, that's trying to freaking guess the future. I don't want to know the future, man. I already think I get enough about the future, about what I think I know, and I'm like, okay, maybe it'll happen, maybe it won't. You know, and then oftentimes the things that I see come true. Oftentimes, have my whole entire life. I'm an esoteric data collector. It just comes to me. It does. And, you know, and I listen to a lot of other people's take on things, and a lot of other stories, and I get a little piece of this from here and a little piece of this from that, and I'm like, man, I wonder what this earth would be if, like, you know, if Zach and Jessie collaborate, you know, had conversations. Because I know Zach is on the verge of his hallelujah, or his, like, he's talking more and more about God. He's talking less like atheisty or agnostic. I can't remember. There, I get them mixed up. Like, not atheist is denouncing. Is that what? I can't remember. Anyway. You know, and I've known about this stuff that me and other people like me are trying to get people to know. And thanks, Snookum, for that video this morning about the boys' town. And, you know, I lived in Omaha 15 years. The energy was so hard for me there. It's so creepy. It is. And so many people benefit of it, so they just allow it. I'm really struggling with the way the world is right now, actually, this morning. When I went to the grocery store, I just want to buy my food. And I went through Darlene, and she had always been cool until today. She was really adamant. Never before. She was like, you got to pull up your mouth and put it over your nose, or I'm going to call the manager. And I was like, whoa. You know what? I'm just going to fucking leave, and I'm never going to fucking come back to this store. And on my way out, I just let these people know these masks are freaking been unproven to be useful. And when it's your time, and looking around, everybody's so grossly obese. Do you really give a fuck about health? Oh no, you don't. That's why you're so scared now. It's the fearful that are scared. I had a nice conversation with the lady I went to a new place to get something to eat, just to shift the energy because, of that. And I'm loud, man. People back in the frickin', I know people, I'm frickin' loud as fuck. So, Zach, don't worry, before too long, some guy said, you'll probably get, because people see my van, because I have stuff written all over it, and some guy, actually, I took a picture of his truck. I thought it was I was coming out because I went to a different store after that. I'm just like fucking so sick of this mask shit. I'm so sick of it. I'm just sick. You know what it is? It's because the people have to wear it because they're just doing their job and they have to do that. And they hate it so much and they're so miserable that they don't want to let anybody else in life getting away with being with not being miserable like them. See? I couldn't fucking believe it. That's the thing, is everybody has the potential to be the best person in the world and the worst person in the world. Every soul sack, every human being has that potential, So when people think, somebody would never do that, that's usually an action that they're going to do, right? Right? You think people are going to zig, they zag, people are getting their liberty stripped every single day. But the positive part, to end this day on a positive, is like I got mom a nice salad, a Santa Fe salad, I got me a chimichanga, had a nice conversation with the girl at the restaurant. I wish it was good. I'll get it later. It's right next door to Blue Sky Pet Supply on the main drag. And we had and I'm like, how many people do you think have died because they've been scared? Because people don't think that stuff is true, but people oftentimes, like trauma, they die not because of what's happening, but because their bodies, their spirits can't physically handle what's happening to them. So they become scared to death. And there's a lot of people in this world, really, really rich people. And I was reminded of that, in this video that Snookum sent me this morning. Let me just see. It was about Boys Town and that Larry King. Not the one that's on the radio, the black dude that was wrapped up with Franklin Credit Union and stuff. See, think about it. When people have more money than God, because God doesn't care about money, so a cent is more money than God. But but when people have all this money, and they just go around and they do whatever they want, whenever they want, all the time. There is and they eat whatever they want, they drink whatever they want. If a little is good, more is better, that kind of attitude. But they're straight up gluttons in life, right? That is all ego. There's no discipline in that. So people have to ask themselves, people that have no discipline, what are people willing to do that have no boundaries and have no discipline? And we're going to find out. We're going to find out in a and we've been finding out, and now we're going to find out more and more in a big old way. We really, 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 really are. Hi, Aaron. You know what I found out yesterday? I'm mostly white. I don't like it. I'm not boding well. Finding out I'm 43% Scottish. I don't think I like it. Just because now it's something else I have to get, be okay with, because I think about the Scottish Rite and the Freemasons and all the freaking crap that the world is in because of their fucking swinging wiener club, and I got their blood in me. Somebody want to get some anointing oil from Jessie and come anoint me? Nah, I've been anointed by God ever since I was a little baby. I had to be. Otherwise, I wouldn't have survived baby rape at 10 months old. And you know what sucked? And people are like, if anybody wants to, I read the police report. I actually came across the police report of that account when I was probably 14, 15. That was a weird time, you know? You see, the thing of it is, I don't like control freaks. Mom was a control freak. She was. And she had to be. Because we had to appease the courts and we're on welfare, they give you a lot to eat if to $56 a month for 3 people to eat, Dad never paid child support. He's just a freaking deadbeat dad, So it was hard, and then she had to appease the court, so she was always on a budget. We had like a $5 she floated a $5 allowance for like months because she was always having to save up for these stupid fucking bus tickets that we had to take to appease the court, and it was so stupid because every time we'd go down, we never even saw my dad. I mean, we would here and there, every now and again, but not enough to fucking put us through the freaking pain in the ass of freaking 11 and a half hour bus rides. And he was never nice to me anyway. So why would I sit on anyway, she did the best that she could, She really did. I commend her for that. And she had her own stuff, She was born with club feet. Walking was very painful for her, She had high school education. She had 2 kids by the time she's 20. She doesn't know what she's doing, Got wrapped up with some gnarly people. One of the reasons why I did it? One of the reasons why I did it is because when I was born, they took out one of Mom's ovaries. And I was just wondering if they were doing some of that tunnel stuff, and if I had maybe some siblings or something out there that were unauthorized because the partial hysterectomy was unauthorized. So that's one of the reasons why I did it. Because this world is run by crazy, gross people. It really is. And I'm really tired of it. And I'm really tired of scared people. Dude, just take off the fucking mask, dude. Come on. Look what they're doing in London. Just stop wearing them. What, are you going to get a ticket? You're going to go to jail? You're going to lose your job? At some point, these things have to be less important than the fucking freedom of this stupid fucking mask bullshit because they know. Anyway, the lady at the restaurant I was talking about, I said 20 years ago I was in the Air Force and we did simulations about this, and they have these big old huge conferences where millionaires fly around from all over the world and they talk about what if this happened. And they did that in 2019 October. It's called Event 201, and they did it before, and they've done it year after, they do it all the time. And then they're like, hey, watch this. Watch what we can get the fucking stupid public to do, because they're so dumb and they're so conditioned to just believe whatever they're told because they've just been indoctrinated by bullshit from all the history books. History? Hey, Mr. Eaton, can I have my summer back that you failed me? Because all the history that you taught me was bullshit, dude. He was the only class I ever failed. And you know why he failed? He didn't like me. How often does that happen? How often do people not get to succeed in life just because somebody that deems themselves in a position of authority? Think about all the judges that hold people in contempt. Don't say another word. But okay, go to jail. It's just bullshit. Control freaks, dude. Control freaks. And now It's hard. It's hard to watch. It's hard to watch. I don't know where to go. I don't know where to go on this fucking planet where I can live as a free human being. I don't hurt nobody. I don't abuse people. I don't steal from people. I don't cheat people. I've been telling on myself since I was a little kid because Mom always drilled into us that the truth always comes out. Yeah, always. And I've seen the evidence time and time again. You know? Well, like in this video, and this was in 1990. I was still in high school. How long did he talk? Or did he just upload it? I was watching his live earlier. He might have put it on Geometry Effects Sports. Yeah, that's what he did. But he didn't talk that long. I was like, what? Snookum sent to me. Where's my history? Library, history. I'm trying not to really watch a whole lot of stuff until, like, later. I'm trying to disconnect from the interwebs because I find it very, very frustrating. What the heck? And my comments. Okay, I found it. I found it! It is called Banned Conspiracy of Silence 1993. Documentary removed from the air. That one guy, and it's on the tiny tube, The Messenger. It has 105 views and it was uploaded 2 months ago. It's 44 minutes out of your life. It's just more evidence of how big the cover-up of the perversion in this world is. Yet when girls think about it, and boys too, they were in this, boys and girls think about it. Your life, in the course of your life, of all the times that somebody has said or done something to you that was inappropriate, because it's happened to me, and they chuckled it off. Oh, I was just kidding. Oh, I did. Go meditate, Marge or Aaron. Yeah, a lot of that. Scorpio Moons Monday. There's so much fire and stuff like that. But so many people, you know, and the thing of it is people, we gotta really address this stuff. This stuff has to be addressed, and just pretending like it's not there, and just going around and doing everything we want, and I've seen this wave that is happening now. I've seen it happen 100 times. It's a good rule of thumb that I learned a long time ago, that I don't really get too aligned with anything like denomination, no groups, no organization, stuff like that, because there's always people in it that I'm not going to be in alignment with. Always. So, because they're freaking nefarious, dude. Because there's nefarious people, there's nefariousness in each and every one of us. It's just a lot of people that are driven by ego don't have the discipline to not do whatever they want. They just don't have it. So they go around and do terrible, terrible things. And it's gone on for a very, very long time. I mean, heck, man. People are like, no, they don't sacrifice humans. I'm like, dude, Jesus Christ was a human sacrifice. I mean, give me a freaking break. Are you kidding me? Really? You know? And I'm like, dude, people are conditioned. Look at Santa Claus. Santa Claus is not real. Santa Claus is made up. But you have to go along with it. It's all crap. They've been lying I have written on my van, when is the government said anything? When have they ever said anything true? Everything is made up. Everything is. It is so weird. Somebody is making up the rules and how they should go and how things should be. I was so sad when I went into the Air Force and I saw what it was. Because I went in when I was 26, so I wasn't just a dumb kid at it, with no other options out at 18. I was a little bit older. I was an older dumb kid without options. And it was just, the pony show, the stuff that they would have us do, they would pull 2-3 people out of each work center when somebody really important came to off it. It's all this show. And they would have them go out and stand on the flight line. So there'd be like 20, 25 people standing out there. And they would have to wait there until this general would take off, whoever the general was or whatever. And so they could all wave goodbye. I mean, that's the kind of shit you signed up for when you sign up for the United States Air Force. And they put all kinds of they just, hey, they want, you got a new trial, Big Pharma? You got a new trial? Hey, that's all right. We'll just put it in all of our airmen and all of our soldiers, Heck, they're if the toxins kill them, at least they'll kill them slow, and then we don't have to pay the $250,000 payout because that's all a human being is worth, But shoot, I think that's how much freaking people in Congress are making a year these days, What is these? I got a pencil over here. It has a pharmaceutical company on it. When I worked on the flight line, they had boxes of these pencils. So everybody had these green pencils. And it's this big, huge pharmaceutical company. I don't even know if it exists anymore. It was in Lincoln. And I'm just like, all of these things are all connected. It's all so that they can make money. And there's no spirit in that, because spirit is we're all connected and people got to be good to each other. And it ain't happening. It ain't happening. So, what happens when everybody, things that I've noticed, that I'm only speaking from my own experience, but when things are going along hunky-dory in my life, and I'm not going in the course and direction in which God wants me to go, things get really uncomfortable. Things get downright painful. Things really suck until I move and to start getting my life into an alignment with how God wants me to live. And doing that has gotten me all the way to Teos, New Mexico. And my mom, I think she was born around here, and she has that attitude of just keep your mouth closed, don't cause any problems, just fly into the red. I'm not that person. I've never been that person. It's a heart space. It's in her heritage. Just don't rock the boat. All that. I'm like, no, dude, no. Nope. The world's got to change, and it ain't gonna do it by people freaking walking around being freaking. People got to stand for something, man. They got to know that they got to stand for something. They have to. But so many people are just scared. But the fearful will fall. They will, and then there's going to be more parking places, and it's going to free up a lot of stuff, And you can tell how fearful people are by how much they control everything. I don't want to control the fact that I have to, run a household. Some days, I'm like, man, I don't want to be in charge today. I don't want to do everything. I don't want to. God's like, I don't care what you want to do. So I do it, Benny, just a good boy. You want to say hi, Benno? How's it, man? Good boy, Benny. It is a good dog. It is a happy birthday. It is a happy birthday. It is a happy birthday to the kitty mouse. Oh, that's a Benny. Benny, oh, that's a good boy. His pre-dental. All their stuff is. He and Luna are next, and then I'm done. Then I gotta go out and figure out how to fill up my savings account again. I love you all so much. You're worth every dime. Anyway, that's about all I got for now. Hope you all have a rad day. Peace.